I don't give a fuck about none of these hoes. Off top, let me make shit clear. Let me make shit clear. Off top, let me make shit.
Hello again, and welcome back to my channel, y'all. Tonight we are making fried chicken, actually double fried chicken, but I'm gonna get into that later. Cornbread, broccoli, and mashed potatoes made from scratch. These are some of my seasonings that I'm using, and I am saucing some of the wings. I'm doing plain, hot, and Asian zing from Buffalo Wild Wings. I am using yellow mustard as well as a binder and to help tenderize the chicken as well, and it just helps add more flavor. So I use garlic powder, Slap Your Mama white pepper blend. That's probably one of my favorites from the Slap Your Mama line. The Zatarain's cayenne pepper, Lawry's. So yeah, I'm seasoning that, and I like to toss as I season too to, make sure the seasoning is getting everywhere. Danos. This is my first time in my life buying Danos, and what inspired me to do it, there's an Instagram chef, I think his name is Dion the chef. I swear if I got that wrong, I'm gonna put it in, I'm gonna insert it. But at the end of his videos, he always says, and I got a Bev. I love him. He is one of my favorites on Instagram. I just love him so much. And so I added the mustard and I'm mixing everything in. Like I said, the mustard helps the seasoning stick to the chicken, and then when I flour the chicken, it helps the flour stick as well. I'm peeling my potatoes. These potatoes are thick, so I'm cutting them down. It helps it cook better, cook faster, get soft. And it's, you could peel a potato without a potato peeler, but it's one of the utensils in my kitchen that's definitely essential to make things easier and faster for me, because those kids be running around. So now I am adding the potatoes to the water. The water is not at boiling temperature yet, but I'm not in a rush for them because the chicken is going to take quite some time. And so I'm not in a rush. After I add the potatoes, I'm going to season the water. Yes, so I am seasoning the water with coarse kosher salt, Danos. I'm telling y'all that Danos is like a vibe for me right now. And I'm going to take y'all on a tour of my seasoning cabinet because I am doing some different things in there. It's really lit in there. It's no lacking in my seasoning cabinet, for real. So I'm prepping my flour. I don't measure things at all, hardly. The only thing I measure is the third cup of milk that goes in the Jiffy batter. But so that's probably about 2 cups of flour and 2 tablespoons and some change of the cornstarch. But I always just do it exactly the way I need it to be done. That's the best way I could describe it. I'm going to mix that up, and then I'm going to season the flour with the same seasonings that I used for the chicken. You really want to be generous in your flours seasoning, because flavor can get lost, okay? And I do not like bland anything. So I definitely am heavy-handed. Do not be afraid, especially because there's cornstarch in there too. I'm very generous with my flour seasoning. So now I'm tossing in my chicken. Getting it ready to go. The oil is heating up. I do stir my flour onto my chicken. I don't like to put my hand in this. I feel like the flour just stick to my hand and get under my nails. It's just messy. I didn't have any gloves. I ran out. So I absolutely stirred anyway, even with gloves. I don't know. I feel like it's just moisture on my hand, and it causes this stickiness. And I want all of that to go all of the flour to go on the chicken. Because I'm doing 2 batches, so I don't want to waste any flour. My oil is nice and high. It's medium high heat. How I am able to tell, I always sprinkle a little flour in the oil, or I flick some water droplets, and that tells me if my oil is hot enough. Lay your wings down gently. Do not just pop them in the pan. I know it can be intimidating dealing with something that's hot and bubbling, and that can like harm you. You know what I'm saying? But, lay it down gently. And as you can see, I'm on the right of the stove. I do have it, well, that's left actually. It's a different angle, but I'm set up for straining my chicken because I am double frying them, so I'm keeping them right there when they get done. That was a head of broccoli. I did cut it up. I'm going to do a video of how I prepare certain veggies from, from its raw stage. I know that can be kind of difficult for someone like cutting a head of broccoli. But yeah, the potatoes aren't quite done. And I know y'all saw that. Y'all see that chicken? Y'all see that? Look at listen. Wait. Because wait. Y'all. So I did strain the potatoes, and I added some butter after I strained it, some garlic butter. That's just something I'm always like doing extra stuff. So I'm using 2 mashers. I'm starting with the squiggly line one. That's the best way I could describe it. And I feel that helps really break down those bigger pieces. Like, yes, the potato is soft enough to, mash, but it also still has that firmness that you need it to have to absorb all of the liquids that you're about to put in it. So I'm going to add the garlic butter a little later, but that's the Daisy Light Sour Cream. I just do a squirt of that. Like I said, I don't measure. That's 2% milk. I'm going to that's probably less than a 1/3 cup. Like I said, it's always exactly what I need it to be, like no matter what. Heavy whipping cream. That's probably about a tablespoon, probably less, honestly. You don't need too much of that. You don't want to make it thick. Marzetti ranch dressing, the best ranch dressing in the store. Honey, I take a nice little squirt of that. And that's something I just recently started doing. I'm always trying to elevate. We ain't escalating. We elevate. I mean, that's the same thing. But anyway, so now I'm starting to use the circular masher. I feel like this smooths out the potato because it is still lumpy when you use that squiggly line masher. I am seasoning the potato again because when I strained it, a lot of the flavor got lost with the water. But just add a little bit more. This is a thick potato, so I'm seasoning it. I use the Danos, the garlic powder, the garlic butter, black pepper, and the coarse kosher salts. And yeah, I'm still smoothing that out. It makes it so smooth. It's like it's no like lumpy. It's perfect. It gets it exactly the way I need it. Look at that. And again, I'm always trying to elevate stuff that's pepper jack cheese. Like, get into it. And you don't need a lot. Like, I don't want them cheesy, but that just adds another like texture and consistency to it. It's really delicious. Y'all see those broccoli in there doing what they gotta do. And for my cornbread, I didn't, show y'all mixing it. Just follow the instructions on the box. And when I take it out the oven, I add honey and turbinado sugar. I used to work at this place, and they use turbinado sugar on their bread. So I've been hooked ever since. And I freestyle with the honey. That's my thing. But it's so good. Please try it. I do add butter in my Jiffy mix. And I did something different this time. I actually put the turbinado sugar inside the cornbread mix before I put it in the oven as well. All right, those are my sauces. I didn't show you the bottle. I'm sorry about that. But and those double fried wings, like, you can see the texture. You can see how the sauce is sticking. I had 2 hot wings and 2 Asian zing. The broccoli is green. The mashed potatoes are giving. The cornbread is giving. Thank you so much for watching. I will have so much content on the way, y'all. It's gonna be consistent. I'm so excited to be back. I can't wait to tell you what I have in store. Thanks for watching.